This video is going to sum up the game awards as quickly as possible. Real talk, no opinions. I'm not paid to do this. You only get the realest facts and the realest things here on the Soul Benji channel. The background game is Albion Online. I'm just going to be chilling. It's just something to look at while I read off the list. Here we go. I'm going to name all the awards and then every game that was advertised because it's just a 3-hour long advertisement. I'm going to save it and condense it down to about 8 minutes. I'm going to try for 8 minutes. Let's go. So, best family game, Mario Wonder. I don't know why this is a family game when you play with multiple people, like especially if you go vertical, the screen scrolls crazily and people end up getting killed by the level, like hazards. Accessibility. So, Forza Motorsport. What does accessibility mean? It means ease of play, so I guess it's an easy game. Esport athlete, Faker. Okay, Faker's like the top league guy. You know, who cares, right? Best coach. I don't know who Potter is, but apparently he's a good coach. Best esport event, I don't go to those anymore, but apparently the League World Championship won it. Esport game is Valorant, I'm not playing that, it's just Counter-Strike with spells. Esport team, JD Gaming, who? Who is that? I don't know. Content creator, someone named Iron Mouse, which is a female VTube girl, but she only gets 4.6 million monthly views. Rigged much? Best performance is Baldur's Gate 3, Asterian's voice actor apparently. I haven't played too much of that game, so I can't really, comment on it. Best narrative. Okay, so here's the thing. Alan Wake 2 wins a bunch of awards, and Alan Wake 2 is a slop game. It's garbage. People uninstalled that crap in minutes upon playing. So, Alan Wake basically paid for the awards show. It's something under the table. It's something fishy going on. Best debut indie game, Cocoon. It only had 53 active players on Steam when they announced this. I don't know what it's at now, but how is it a good game if it has only 53 people playing it? Hello? Best action game, Armored Core 6. Never played it, but it looked cool. Best art direction, Alan Wake 2. No, excuse me. It's pretty generic, Unreal assets. Best VR game, Resident Evil Village VR mode. I've never heard of that. That might be cool. Best mobile game, Honkai Star Rail. Anime game, no thanks. Best audio design, Hi-Fi Rush. I've never played it, but apparently it's a music game. Games for Impact, Tachia. Everything in this category was this indie slop. So, I don't know, like, it doesn't matter which one won, they're all garbage games. Best score for music, Final Fantasy 16. Never played it, I'm not buying a PS5 just to play one game. Best indie game, Sea of Stars, never heard of it. It was a bunch of other crappy games as well. Best community support, Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, yeah, they did put out a patch with like 1,000 fixes. Best fighting game, Street Fighter 6. I looked at it. I didn't like Street Fighter 6. I'm more of a Tekken guy. Most anticipated game, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Again, I'm not buying a PS5 for a single game. Best ongoing game, Cyberpunk 2077. This is stupid. This game is still buggy as hell. I even replayed it recently because I thought they would give me a copy of their DLC crap, and they didn't. But the same bugs are still there. It's not how is it the best ongoing game? There's way better ongoing games. Best adaptation for movie game would be The Last of Us. It was only the mature one on the list. Best action adventure, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, I guess you gotta give them at least one, otherwise Nintendo gets upset, right? Best RPG, Baldur's Gate 3. Everyone knew that was gonna be it. Best sim strategy game, Pikmin 4. Alright, Pikmin actually got an award. Best sports racing game, Forza Motorsport. Never played it, don't care about sport games, but apparently, it's good. Best multiplayer game, Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, that's not really known for being a multiplayer game. You can play with people, but you don't have... It's not like... It wasn't originally designed for it. Player's voice. This means who got the most updates on Reddit. Baldur's Gate 3, obviously. Best game direction, Alan Wake 2. No, who cares? Alan Wake 2 sucks. Game of the year, Baldur's Gate 3. Everyone knew that was going to happen. They were calling it before the show started. It's a no-brainer. So let's go over every single game they covered and why they're crap and garbage. There's a Two Brothers remake. Okay, Two Brothers isn't a bad game, but it's a forgettable game. It's just forgettable. Pony Island 2, it's indie slop. Golden Idol, it's slop. Usual June, it's woke indie slop. Infield is anime garbage. Matchless Kung Fu is indie slop. Warhammer Rogue Trader is an XCOM clone, or it's a Baldur's Gate clone, I'm not really sure. But Warhammer games, you should never support them. The people that make Warhammer, they're greedy as heck, and they copyright strike down channels, so screw those guys. Never play their games. Assassin's Creed Nexus is a VR Assassin's Creed game. It looks kind of janky, but hey, the kids will like it. Harmonium the Musical. It's indie slop, and the audience got real mad and even booed at this one. Windblown, it's a furry indie slop game. Thrasher is indie slop for drug addicts, so it's an Adderall Zoomer game. Samsung Gaming Hub, it's, you will own nothing and you will be happy. It's just advertising like a thing that you rent to play games. Persona 3 Reloaded is the Persona 3 remake. I've never played Persona 3. I've never found a good, let's play of Persona 3, but it looks good. If you like Persona 4 and 5, it looks good. Dave the Diver is mobile game slop. World of Goo 2 is 15 years too late. It's indie slop. Metaphor de France, I don't even know the full title because they didn't show it on screen long enough. It's Persona's new IP. It looks janky it looks weird. It looks aristocratic. It looks like uppity, like rich people uppity, like snobby. Exodus, it's a Halo ripoff. It's forgettable in a year. It's just generic garbage. God of War Ragnarok Valhalla, it's a free DLC for people that bought God of War, I guess. It's like a roguelike edition. The crowd really liked this. I don't play God of War, so I don't know. Big Walk was indie slop. Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown was Fortnite graphics indie slop. Lego Fortnite. I never played a bad Lego game, so it kind of looked like a Lego Valheim, but with Fortnite characters. So you build stuff and you chop trees. It might be cool. I don't know. Hellblade 2. It looks like a QTE movie game. It had a really ugly female protagonist. Kimuri. It's an anime kawaii, game. There's no gameplay shown. They don't even have a studio yet. No Rest for the Wicked. It was a hack and slash game. No complaints there. Looked okay. Maybe a little AI generated, but whatever. Legion Go was a handheld garbage game. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora was single player garbage. Remakes of a bunch of Sega slop like Golden Axe. Okay, back in the day, Golden Axe was okay. Nowadays, it's garbage. Go back and play Golden Axe and tell me it's still a good game. It's not. There's another Dragon Ball Z fighting game, of course. Why do they keep releasing these? Stop making new ones. Dead by Daylight is getting a movie game where you have probably QuickTime events, or you push A to advance the story. So that might be cool. Dead by Daylight's a cool game. Visions of Mana. Now, I recognize these characters immediately. Secret of Mana was a great Super Nintendo game. This one might be really good. Rise of Ronin, it's a Souls-like game. Can't say much about it. Venba was an indie slop cooking game. The Outlast Trials was a terrible game in the beta. Don't play this. It had the worst commercial on the whole awards. It was just Twitch streamer reactions. You can't make a commercial out of that. Then Kojima showed up and showed his new game OD, it's just a bunch of faces screaming in the darkness. So again, I don't trust Kojima's games anymore because Death Stranding was stupid as hell, and anyone that says otherwise is an NPC. There's a Jurassic Park survival game. It might be cool, but the trailer was really ugly, bad female protagonist, slop. They just remade scenes from the old Jurassic Park movies in the video game, and it's just a cutscene, no gameplay shown. Fortnite has a rocket racing game. It might be boring. It might be the next rock and roll racing. Who knows? Black Myth Wukong, which is a Chinese Souls-like game, might be cool. I don't trust Chinese games, though. I don't want them taking over my computer. There was a DC Hero game. I'm not going to say the name because YouTube doesn't like the name, but it's the one with Harley Quinn and her stupid cronies. You probably know it. It's a slop game. The ending got leaked on 4chan's V-board. It's stupid. Warframe has an expansion. It's an old game. It's a free game. Who cares? Starfield was shown. Lamau. Thanks for the bag though. Starfield. Thanks, Todd. Banishers was a movie game. Again, it was a cinematic experience. That's just code for you push the A button to advance the story. Ready or Not is a good game. They showed that off. Zao, which is a side-scrolling indie slop. Stop making side-scrolling games. No one wants this crap. Lost Records, again, indie slop game. Kazan, anime Souls-like game. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm just going to YouTube it. I'm not going to buy a PS5 to play your game. Apex Final Fantasy skins, which were gross looking. You had like literal weird characters using like Cloud Strife animations. It was stupid. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, it's shooter garbage at this point. It's, again, Adderall shooter for Zoomers. Skull and Bones. This is a PvP pirate ship game. I've been trying to get into the beta forever. Looks good. I still haven't got accepted. What's going on, Ubisoft? Blade. They're making a Blade game. Remember that movie Blade? I forget the actor's name, but he's like a vampire hunter. They're making a game. It looks bad, though. Last Sentinel. It's a female protagonist game. You know how those go. First Descendant. I've played the beta for First Descendant. It's an awful game. Skip this one. There's a game called ZZZ. It's an anime Genshin slop game. Then you have Mecha Break, and this game, it looked like Zone of the Enders, but with multiplayer or co-op multiplayer. Again, co-op slop is co-op slop. If there's PvP, good game. If there's not, shit game. Helldivers, co-op slop. Space Marine, it's Warhammer 40k slop. GTFO, again, co-op slop. It's what is that game? Lethal Company, but not fun. Den of Wolves was shooter garbage. Exoborn was just a cutscene they showed. They say it's an open world extraction shooter like Tarkov, but in sci-fi. Might be good, probably slop. All the ones that try to copy Tarkov are slop. Asgard's Wrath 2 is a virtual reality game. You just, like, I don't know, kill stuff. Palia was shown. It's a free-to-play cozy game. I've covered it on my channel. I've got guides on my channel for Palia. Go check them out. Monster Hunter. There's a phone game with augmented reality where you walk around in the real world and get mugged by people, you know, when you're trying to play a phone game. Don't play this. No Man's Sky was shown. Again, No Man's Sky is a scam game, and it's also just co-op slop. No Man's Sky devs announced a new game, which was more medieval-ish and magical and, you know, fantasy, called Light No Fire. But you know No Man's Sky scammed people with their first game. I don't trust them. I'm going to skip this one. Stormgate is an RTS game from ex-Blizzard StarCraft developers. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, Zoomers don't play RTS games. So this game is dead in the water, and it looked janky as heck and stupid as hell. So skip this one. Clash of Clans was shown. I don't care about Clash of Clans. I don't play phone games. I know this game in the background is considered a phone game now, but it wasn't always. Guilty Gear, an anime fighting game. They're adding characters or something in game modes. Ark Survival, you know, that's a multiplayer PvP game. It's been out for ages at this point. There's Final Fantasy 16 downloadable content. I don't play. I'm not buying a PS5. The Finals comes out tonight, so it should already be out by the time you watch this. Baldur's Gate 3 was also shown. Bellwright, which is a multiplayer medieval co-op building, raid other people's bases game, looks like it. They didn't really say. And then finally, the newest Monster Hunter Wilds. Monster Hunter sucks. It's co-op bullcrap. You don't kill each other. There's no point to farm the monsters in Monster Hunter to get better gear because you're just killing more stupid scripted monsters. And that's the Game Awards. I'm Swole Benji. Click like, leave a comment, tell me how I'm wrong. And finally, on the right side of your screen, if you don't click it, then you're going to get a flat tire in the next 2 weeks. And if you don't drive, then you're going to get dinged by a car. Sorry, that's just going to happen.